All right, let's dip into the energetic weather this week. I feel like we have a lot going on. Of course, we have just come through the new moon in Aquarius, the new year coming in with the Chinese New Year of the wood dragon. We've talked about so much and just such a powerful start to set us into the new this week. Today is no exception as I record this, February 11th. The big highlight here, and one of the highlight events of 2024, 𝓘𝓷𝓽𝓾 conjunct the North Node. So 𝓘𝓷, the wounded healer, conjuncting with the North Node, which is where our collective future is indicated and marks where we are heading as a collective. So this, of course, is perhaps the two conjuncting here, a predictor of what we should all be focusing on and where we need to head in order to keep progressing to the highest level of consciousness. 𝓘𝓷, the asteroid of the wounded healer, of course, doesn't pretend that it doesn't have a wound and traumas, but instead it channels them into powerful portals of wisdom, intuition, and teaching. 𝓘𝓷 reminds us that we can learn, grow, and blossom from our wounds. And our wounds can be sources of healing and power in our lives. I often quote Rumi in saying, "The wound is where the light enters you." And again, I feel the consistency of the spiritual breadcrumbs of bringing in that midnight indigo light in the dark, of me knocking out my light when trying to get started with so much going on. I see these little breadcrumbs everywhere. With 𝓘𝓷 and the North Node coming together, it really seems that there's a healing or a need for all of us to step into our healing powers. So hopefully under this alignment, we will begin to see from a collective perspective the end of suffering in communities and countries that are in need. This is a really beautiful alignment that's coming together, offering a great source of healing. And as with everything, and as we are repeatedly reminded with the inner strength, with that dragon at the center being you, at the center of all, we are greatest servants to humanity when we start from within, with self-love, with self-care, with self-healing. So once again, we're brought back to this focus point. What else happening this week? February 13th, we have Mars entering Aquarius and conjuncting Pluto. So Mars entering Aquarius, joining Pluto at that powerful and sacred 0-degree point of the zodiac. So this is an energy that's going to linger for a few days. It's going to bring a rise of power and passion. So we can channel this energy into our projects and goals and wherever we need more motivation. We can also channel it into something such as a new exercise or self-care routine, feeling called out there personally. Think of this energy, though, as a spark that you can use to bring more fire into an area of your life. Where are you feeling in your life that you could use a spark, a boost, a little oomph, to bring some more fire into an area of your life? Yet, this energy can also be a little harsh and volatile. So if there are any tense situations, this alignment can bring more heat, causing things to overflow. We may experience power struggles or clashes with others. And on a global level, this is a planetary combination that can sometimes bring protests or violence. So just a note to that energetic weather that's coming through so that we can connect in with our tools to navigate and flow with ease. February 16th, so we'll dip into that. That's going to take us into the weekend, but I just will highlight that here for us. It's actually Friday, right? So Friday, Venus enters Aquarius and conjunct Pluto. So now it's Venus's turn. Venus enters Aquarius. And you see what I mean? Aquarius, 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 everywhere we look. It aligns with Pluto at that powerful place that we were talking about, the 0-degree point of the zodiac. So again, very powerful energy that we will feel over the coming days. Venus, the planet of love, entering into Aquarius, joining with Pluto, we can feel a surge of love energy flowing into our higher chakras. I love that as we go through this week of, like I was saying, Valentine's Day and focusing on universal love in all of its many forms. I'm spraying a little of the pink lotus heart chakra energy now, just to open up the heart space and to usher in this beautiful, loving vibration. Venus in Aquarius teaches us to love and accept others for who they are, rather than trying to make them into something they're not. The more we can embrace someone's true, authentic self and help them to shine bright, the deeper our love can grow. Venus and Pluto are also a powerful combination, indicating success in partnerships, especially monetary success. Interesting, because we end the day with the week, with the Knight of Pentacles on that day, which is really highlighting money, business, material, safety, security, and all the things, taking action in some way. So success in partnerships, especially the monetary success. Venus and Pluto, however, can bring power struggles when it comes to relationships, can highlight a need to assert and stand in our power. So it's time to take back control of who and what we want to be and how we are showing up in our relationships. So this is all a grand finale to Aquarius season, believe it or not. I really can't believe it. But on the other side of this week, when we meet again on Sunday, the sun will be moving into Pisces. It'll be Pisces season. So hard to believe in some ways. I was just talking to someone and saying, like, we were actually looking back over the past 3 lunations. So all the major lunations of 2024 so far, 2 in January, the one we've just had here in February, 1 more to go this month. And I'm like, it's been 6 weeks, right, into the new year. And it feels like it was months ago. This is what I mean about this time. So it's so interesting. And I even as I look here at our cards, and somewhere between that Ace of Cups and Star, that Tuesday, Wednesday energy is where I feel there's this fluidity of time and this balance between, fast and slow, and finding that that meeting point, and this place of a new beginning, because it's changing the way that we work. It's changing the way that we relate. It's changing the way that we move through our days. And if it hasn't hit you yet, it's something that I feel is really coming in for us as we look at the new and greeting the new, to see again, what can no longer stand? Where are we being invited to create space? So we'll continue to dive into that as we go, but just wanted to tap in a little bit here to the weather so we can jump right in. So let's flow right over to our Chinese 5 elements message this week, the water pig.